Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Today we're streaming Satisfactory, which, if you don't know, is my favorite game of all time. Let's get away from all these machines and all this noise. Screw all that noise. We're going over here. Climb. oh god. Okay. So, Satisfactory is a game about building a factory. Seems easy enough, right? So, the way this works is we have some machines like constructors and smelters, and we have to funnel the resources with conveyor belts into each other to make countless different types of resources. So right now I'm in like the very early stages of the game. You might be like, but Rose, how is this easy early stage of the game when there's so much stuff already built? And that's the fun thing about it. It never ends. There's no end to how much production you have to make. So I'm gonna break down what I have so far, just so there's context for kind of like what I'm gonna be building next. I just built a little starter factory here to kind of control, give us some basic resources. We're gonna start over here with the hub. So this is the hub. Okay. We have two things inside the hub. We have the crafting bench, which gives us all of these recipes we can craft. And then we have the hub terminal, which lets us get upgrades. So we're gonna go ahead and select this milestone, Logistics Mark II. Logistics Mark II. This will let us get, as you can see in the milestone, all these rewards right here. But the main one I'm interested in is the Mark II conveyor belt, because it gets us faster. It's faster than what we previously had. So all we have to do is we have to put in the resources like that, and you'll see in the top right corner. See in the top right corner, it shows like the little completion, and yeah, it shows that, and we need to fill in all of these. And then you get the reward. And you keep doing this, and you have to build increasingly larger and complex factories. So that's what the hub does. So next up, we're gonna go over power generation. And so I have these things, these power generators called biomass burners. It says shredder, and it's burning solid biofuel pellets. And we're producing some power here. So I have 4 of those, and then I have four of the big ones and 2 small ones that are included with the hub. So that's creating all the power for our base. And then we have these 2 miners right here. And they're mining iron ore. So they're mining iron ore and funneling them right here into our next machine that we're going to go over, the smelter. Smelters take any ore, any raw ore, and smelt them down into an ingot. So we're taking iron ore, putting it into ingot. Seems easy enough. You can see we're splitting the outputs so that they're balanced, like this. And then right here is all the output that's being funneled into the next machines. Right? And we're using these little conveyor belts to funnel them over. So the last one, or the last important one, is constructors. Constructors are the most basic version of a crafter. Okay? They take one input and they have one output. You can see we're taking the iron ingots and converting them, crafting them into iron plates at a ratio of 3:2. Then we have, at a ratio of 1:1, iron rods, or iron ingot to iron rods. We also do this again later down over here, where we're making more iron rods, but we're just doing that so that we can make screws. and we're making the screws at a ratio of 1 to 4. So this way I have a little setup for all of the all the basic necessities of the game, the most basic fundamental resources that you'll need. Right? Additionally, we have a miner over here mining limestone and converting that limestone into concrete, which we're just storing here because concrete's really useful for making you know, foundations and whatnot. So really useful. Then we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna show off these. These right here are biomass. This makes our biomass pellets. So we have 2 boxes here, one containing leaves and one containing wood logs. These resources are not how do I say it? They're not mineable. You can't mine them anyway. You have to directly just harvest them from the world. But we're converting them into biomass, like this. And this is not optimized. It was just something I threw together to make pellets. But we take these and we throw them into these machines right here to make solid biofuel, which this will become more efficient once we get more upgrades and stuff like that, but I'll worry about that later. And then this is making our biofuel, which we use to power our generators. Right? And which I have to refill every so often because right now they're not connected up to a conveyor belt. So that's what's over there. That's using all of the iron and the limestone. And then lastly, we have a copper vein over here, a copper node. So we're using our copper node. And once again, the miner. So the miner puts through here to give us copper ingots. The copper ingots get turned into wire here and here. Additionally, turned into wire here and here as well in these constructors. And then, for this line right here, these get turned into cable, which is used for connecting your machines to a power grid. And all of this just gets run up through these conveyor belts up here and into these 2 boxes, which I use to store my cable and my wire. So now what? My next factory that I want to build is going to be for the first item on the list on the top right corner in the milestone, and those are bolted plates, or I think they're called bolted plates. Give me 1 second. Right, bolted plates or reinforced iron plates. We want to make reinforced iron plates. So reinforced iron plates use 2 materials. They use screws and iron plates, just standard iron plates. Now, what I could do is I could run these outputs I have here into a single machine and make the bolted plates that way, make the reinforced iron plates that way with these outputs. But I don't really want to do that because then I would not have any for my own personal use when I'm building new factories. And since these are pretty fundamental resources for all factories, I just would like to have, you know, a decent chunk of them at my disposal. So there, as we can see, there's 2 nodes down here. So I'm going to tap into these 2 nodes to make the next factory. And we're going to build it down there. So I'm going to have to head down here. I'm going to have to mine this iron ore out of the way. Just break it up. It'll break in a second after like 12 hits or something, or 15 hits. I don't know. But this is now open and available to us. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get my foundations out. And we're going to just build a little bit. Here we go. This looks good. Yeah, we're just gonna build a little bit of foundation for us to build our factory down on top of. I did clear before the stream. I did clear out this area a little bit, mainly to get the wood, but I was planning on using the area anyways. But we can use this to make our reinforced iron plate factory. So before I do that, I'm actually going to open up the... Oh, I need that still. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and open up one of the things in the game called the codex. So this is the codex. And what you can do is you can design, or you can make a little to-do list to keep track of what you're trying to build. So right now, I'm just going to put... I want to have... Let's say... We're just going to have this right here. We're going to select it, and we're going to add it to our to-do list like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put 50 down. 50 on our to-do list here. There we go. So now you can see on the right of the screen, we have a little to-do list there, and that says reinforced iron plates, which you could just craft manually, but if you did that, if you just crafted manually, then later in the game, when you need more of that resource, and you don't have a factory to build it for you, how are you gonna get it? By the way, I'm gonna grab this power slug. So, let's get to building. The first step in any production of a factory is determining where you want your inputs and your outputs to be. Now, I didn't do this earlier with those little micro factories because they didn't really... I was just trying to get my resources together. But we're going to go ahead and say our output for the reinforced iron plate factory is going to be over here in this new area right here once I build it. We're going to say it's going to be right here in that top corner there. The top corner. So let's go ahead and place down our storage containers. We're going to have 1 and 2. So we have 2 storage containers here, and these will be our outputs. Actually, I don't know why I put 2. We'll worry about this. I'll talk about the second one later. The second one will be for something else, but for now we're just going to focus on the one thing at a time. So this storage container is going to be where our reinforced iron plates go. Now, there's a fun little website that if you've never heard of it, it's called Satisfactory Calculator. Okay, Satisfactory Calculator. And Satisfactory Calculator is very useful for planning out your factories. Now, you can just sit down with a pencil and a piece of paper and write out all of the resources and how you're going to achieve them. Because what you can do is, like I said earlier, you can open up the codex here, and then you can see these recipes and you can see the production rate and like what's used in these recipes. And then you can go like this and you can see what you need. So you could just write this manually, but there's a whole website that does this for you. So that's Satisfactory Calculator. Excuse me. So we are gonna go to Satisfactory Calculator, and after looking at this iron plate recipe here, we can see that this recipe creates 5 per minute right? Five of these per minute. So I don't want that little. I'm thinking, you know, let's do, maybe we can do 20 per minute. I think that could be possible at our current stage. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Satisfactory calculator, which I have on a separate monitor here. I'm going to load that up, and it gives us a very nice tree that shows us how we need to build it. So I can't show this because it's on a different device, like I have a computer that's opened up on Satisfactory calculator, but it does show us how we need to how much of this we need to get. So I'm going to build this planning for the future. So I'm not going to build this at max efficiency right now. I'm going to build it with plans to expand the efficiency in the future. Let's see, we're gonna... Let me go ahead and add some stuff to my little things here. Gonna add some constructors, assemblers, my little... But I don't know what this thing is called. The wheel, something like that. I'm just gonna add a bunch of machines here to keep it easy to switch between. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and get our miner here. I'll just put it... I do want it to be aligned on the grid, so go like this. Okay. So we have one miner there, and we can see the output is 60 per minute. So my goal is to get 120 per minute, but at our current stage in the game, we're not able to extract 120 per minute. I could overclock. I would have to go unlock overclocking, but for now I'm just going to worry about getting it set up, like getting the infrastructure set up, because you can always upgrade. So we're going to build two miners right here and right here. We would need 240. So like I said, I'm gonna build this as if I had 240. Then once we unlock the tier 2 miners and all that, it'll be a lot easier to just upgrade it at that point. Let me... What am I doing? Okay. We're gonna build a miner. So, oh wait, I do need to build this too. Object scanner. There we go. Bro, why is this not working? It's like crooked. I see that? What the helly? Don't do that. Wait, this is gonna actually make me so mad. Okay, there we go. If I just use a different conveyor type, it fixes. Okay. Then we gotta get little conveyor going like this. And my favorite conveyor belt build mode is the straight mode. It just looks very clean. It looks so clean. I love it. It's perfect. But that's not what I'm worried about. What do I do? Let me think about this. I'm also gonna pull up. I gotta take a look at the iron plate thing. Okay. Alright. So we have to build according to the sheet. We have to build eight smelters. And you can. What is happening? Wait, I don't know how to use the controller. Hold on. The controller controls. Console controls. Okay. Lock the hologram. There we go. Okay. This is so goofy. So I guess in order to get the nudge, in the console version, you have to like go through, you have to do a little quick time event with the controller to get it to work. You have to lock it, and then you have to pray and hope that it nudges when you press and hold RB. Interesting. I mean, I don't blame them though, because they had to figure out how to shove all of the game's controls into a controller. So I don't entirely hate on this exactly. I just think it's kind of goofy. If you don't know, if you've never played Satisfactory before, what's going on is we're on an alien planet. We're on an alien planet called Massage AB, I think, or BA, Massage BA, something like that. And we are tasked with exploiting all of the valuable resources on this planet. So we need to extract as much, we need to destroy the environment as much as possible, as per our contractual obligation to, which we have no memory of, by the way. So we have no memory of actually signing said contract. But we need to extract all of the resources from here, so that we can send them back to what I assume is Earth, I think. We have to send them back to Earth. Oh, this is so not gonna work. What is happening here? How should I do this? We need to take each line and split it into 4. Could do it like this. Yeah, we could do it like this. So we put one there and then put another one right here. Right. Oh wait. Oh, bro. This sucks. I hate this. What the hell? Okay, there we go. So now we have these two. We can take this. We're gonna connect these up. Okay, let me do that right now. Connect these up. See, just like a real engineer, probably. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, no. Wait, no, please. Oh, never mind. I thought I had placed it wrong. Okay. Boom. Boom. And ta-da, now we have one line turned into 4 lines. Look at that. Now, again, this is going to be upgraded so that it actually works. But, oh, do I actually have to manually set all of these? Whatever. Uh-oh. No, not my factory. Not my power grid. How could they? I can't believe my generators would go offline when I didn't give them resources. The blasphemy. Just throw a little foundation there and call it a day. Let's go see what went wrong. Looks like this ran, or okay, those need stuff. Those ran out of power. And these also all ran out of power. I pray and hope that I have enough biofuel to cover this. FICSIT's gonna be so mad at me, guys. They're gonna probe me. they're gonna send the space elevator inside of me. Okay, okay. Anyways. There's some good stuff in there. Boom! And just like that, we should be up and running. Efficiency. Peak efficiency. Anyways, back to building our factory. So, I guess well, I'm gonna do this same thing I did here because I like this. I like this setup. But I have to rotate it. I hate this game. And by hate, I mean it's my favorite game ever of all time. Like, easily, this is probably my favorite. Is that correct? Easily. Oh my gosh. Okay. I really wonder how we got into this situation. Like, as a FICSIT engineer, how did we end up here? What went so wrong? Especially if you're this technologically, like, what's the word? If you're this technologically advanced, no, not advanced, like knowledgeable. If you're this knowledgeable to build like these efficient factories and all that, and do maintenance on equipment and stuff like that, like how are you not like the owner of FICSIT essentially? Like, how are you so broke? I don't know. Maybe, I've never beat the game, so I don't know what the ending is. So, whenever we reach the ending, we'll know if I actually finish it this time, because last time I played this game, I gave up after, like, phase something, I don't even know. But I gave up. I was like, yeah, no. Even though it's my favorite game, I've never finished it. How poetic. I'm gonna do them on the lines like this. Can I buy FICSIT stock? Sure, that would be like, look, we're doing this for what? No cost? Like, pioneers are not being paid for their labor. This has got to be profitable. It's literally like free money. Actually printing money. Wee. Oh, I can't wait to unlock hypertubes. We're gonna go crazy with hypertubes. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna check on the thing. Obviously, the constructors are next, but I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to do with them. Looks like I need 4 constructors? Question mark. Boom. 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 Kaboom. Look at that. Perfect. It's perfect. Perfectly profitable. We love profit. Okay. The next step is making the constructors that will make... Oh, I'm gonna have to handcraft these. After this factory is built, I'll never have to handcraft reinforced iron plates ever again. I will be so happy. Bro, I can't even afford this. I'm broke. I'm broke. Dang, I need a lot of constructors. I need like 20 constructors. Okay. Where are my 500 cigarettes? Okay. Gonna grab some of these. By some, I mean all. We're gonna grab some of these. Whee! You know what I did today, chat? I went to work. I was working at my job. And as per usual, it was so boring. And I was getting pretty tired of it. So you know what I did? Instead of working, instead of helping the customers, you know what I did instead? I swept the entire parking lot. I told the I don't know if it's a shift manager or really what the actual official title is called, but whatever. But I told them, hey, there's some garbage in the parking lot in this one little spot that they need to, so can I borrow a broom real quick? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they hand me the broom and I head outside and I start sweeping and I didn't go back in for a whole hour. And you may be saying like, oh, you're being lazy, you're not working. Yeah, exactly. I'm not, I hate working. I hate it. But it makes money, and that's all that matters. You don't have to love your job. What's the point in that? Nah, just kidding. But it would be fun to have a job that didn't make me want to scratch my eyeballs out. But I really need the money, man. Think of the kids. I don't have kids. but still. I just realized I could just throw in the... I'm not gonna do that though. Why did I do that? I spent so much time just sitting there yapping that I could have just thrown in all of those reinforced iron plates. But I'm not gonna do that. I see it through. I see it through. To the end. Here, wait. Yeah. If life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Wait, how does it go? Don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. I don't want your damn lemons. What the hell am I supposed to do with these? I'm gonna get my engineers to design a lemon that burns your house down. Burns life's house down. Is this Cave Johnson with the Cave Johnson rant 67.49% accurate? Yes. Alright, back to building. So, yeah, like I was saying, we have to build, man, I'm so tired. We have to build 20 of these, right? I don't even know if I have enough room. I think it'll be fine, though. There we go. Here we go. Crafter. And these are gonna be making iron rod. I think. Let me double check the graph here. Okay, yeah, looks like we run... What the hell? I can't read, bro. I'm so dumb. Let's see. We are gonna have to take two constructors. No. No, that's wrong. How is this? What am I doing? Okay. No, that's wrong. Elite ball knowledge required to understand. No, that's wrong. Bro. I forgot they weren't lined up like that. Okay, well. Back to rebuilding them again for the third time. Nothing could be more satisfactory than this. Maybe the real Satisfactory was the plants and animals we abused along the way. One can only guess. Really. Who knows? But that's, if I had to guess, that's what it would be. Okay. There we go. Boom. Iron rod. Iron rod. Iron rod. Iron rod. Iron rod. Power line. Power line. Power. 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 And then take that and connect it into the main power grid. This. Okay, so these are all making iron rods. Because. Wait, right? Oh no! I have to redo it again. We only need 2. That's right. We only need 2. We only need 2. 1, 2. But that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because there's not enough room. Had to give it a little 1-2 punch there. Little jab. Conveyor splitter. Dang, this game is like mentally taxing, but really not. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's actually like so exhausting, but it's not. There we go. That's more like it. I might be shooting myself in the foot here. I just have a hunch. I might be shooting myself in the foot. How am I gonna do this? Conveyor splitter, like right there. Okay. That and what the heck? What? There we go. Problem solved. What? No shot, I just got a chat. And guess what? It's complete bullshit. That's right. I said it. It's complete bullshit. It's yap. It's advertising. Mods, ban this guy. Except the plot twist is I'm the only mod. Dependable. What the fuck? The fuck is his username? Dependable entomologist? Get out. Insta ban. Insta ban. Get this guy out of here. Boom. No advertising, boy. None of that. You're not a dependable entomologist. You're not a dependable entomologist. All you do is advertise on my Twitch stream. That's not dependable. That's not dependable. You know what is dependable? This factory I'm about to build. Right back at it. Right back to it. The grind never... Oh my god. God damn it. Why didn't I realize? Why didn't I realize? I have to redo it. What is this? Is this my own personal hell? being infinitely trapped inside of a satisfactory world where I can't build anything correctly. I know this looks goofy, but I'm just gonna ignore it. There we go. It is finally efficientized. I can't believe I just got advertised to. This is not the first. This happened last stream too. I banned that guy too. It was the exact same message. Something about like followers, like you can get paid followers. But that's stupid. Like why would I want fake followers? If I have fake followers, then who the hell's watching the stream? That defeats the whole point, the whole purpose, bro. I was just standing there. Menacingly! Leave! Get out! But yeah, if I have like fake followers, what's the point in having any real, like what's the point in having a stream at all? If your content's not good, just say so. I'll say so, my content sucks. All I do is talk and try to be funny and it doesn't work. Okay? Don't go out here and buy followers. First of all, that's a stupid investment. That's dumb. Don't waste your money. Second of all, if you were buying followers and then you start streaming, you're gonna have a dead chat. Nobody's gonna be there. You're gonna have a dead chat. And it'll be empty. Like, yeah, sure you'll have the numbers, but you'll be devoid of substance. What's the point? I don't get it. Anyways, I've been talking about that too long. We gotta get back to building this factory. We have to get back to building this factory, I swear. Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear. We have to build this factory or else I'll never make it to Logistics Mark II. I don't even remember what I'm building. I'm building an reinforced iron plate factory. That's right. That's what we're building. Reinforced iron plate factory with, I think it's what, 10 per minute? Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear. Okay. What's next? What's next? What's next? Oh my god, no. Please don't tell me I built this wrong. I definitely did. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! See, I'm trapped in an endless cycle of monotony. This is just like my part-time job. What is this? This is not how my Chungus life is supposed to go. This wasn't even built correctly. It wasn't even connected. Get out. Get out. Okay. I built that whole factory wrong again for the that's the fourth time. That's the fourth time I built it wrong. And you know what? We keep gaming. We keep gaming. You know why? You know why we keep gaming? Did Gandhi ever give up? Did Gandhi? No, he didn't. He sat and didn't eat in the middle of India. Be like Gandhi. Sit on your ass and not do anything. Boom. Boom. Wait, I don't even. How much does this need? 15? How much am I trying to make? What is this? What is it? What is this, bro? What am I trying to make? What? What is happening? Dude, I don't even know what I'm trying to make right now. I think it's just because I'm bad at reading the chart. I'm bad at reading the chart, so I don't really know what it means. So I'm just like, oh, I see number, and then I try to build it, and it doesn't work. This is not even supposed to be a merger. This is supposed to be a splitter. It's supposed to be a splitter. Okay, now we're splitting. See, we're splitting. We're making it fair. You're sharing. So these are going at 30, and that's making 15, and that's making 15. And so that should be making 30 iron rods, which we're then gonna take over here, and we're gonna make 3 constructors. Yeah, okay, there we go. 3 constructors. And those 3 constructors are going to split out of these 2. Like this. Is this load balancing? I think this is called load balancing. Too steep? Brother, it's even on the ground. What are you? Whatever. I find that if a thing looks like it should work, but it doesn't, just change the build mode until it does. My solid advice that works 99% of the time in this game. Okay, there. Load balancing completed. So we're taking the output of this, which is 30 rods, combining it, and then splitting it amongst these 3, which will make... Since we have 3 times 10 is 30, so 3 iron rods creates 12 screws, aka 120 screws per minute, if we multiply against all of these, against all of the amounts of constructors we're making. Easy math. Okay. Next up, we have a new problem to deal with. I don't even know what's happening here. Like, I feel like my math is just so wrong. I feel like Edwin. I feel like I made the mimic. My name is Edwin, and I made the mimic. It was difficult to put the pieces together, as you can see here. But unfortunately, something went so wrong, and now I can't do anything but sing this stupid song. My name is Edwin. 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 Anyways. I don't know. Maybe the real Satisfactory was not the friends we made along the way like I previously thought, but was actually the mimic the entire time. Maybe it was just the mimic. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of that. There's something I need to build. There's a secret I've been hiding from you guys and not telling you. And that little secret of mine is that we need a crafting piece called a rotor. We need a rotor. And there are no rotors in my production line, so we have to manually craft them. Tragic, I know, but I've been playing for 2 hours. Exhaustion is not covered by the FICSIT Pioneer Health Plan, nor is Pioneer Health. Then what is the point? What is the point in the FICSIT Pioneer Health Plan if you're not even gonna cover my medical bills? What are my company benefits? What? I get like coffee, right? I don't even think I get that. FICSIT, y'all are a bunch of delusional whack jobs. I don't know what y'all are thinking up there. Anyways, back to working for FICSIT. Ta-da. Ta-da. What next? So yeah, that little secret I've been hiding from you is that I need the rotors to build the assembler. The assembler won't build the rotors without it. So we need to, oh, I hate this. What is this, bro? Okay. Should work. So where we need, yeah, we need the rotors. Build this machine, the assembler. Let me set that to reinforced iron plate. 60 screws. Wait. Wait. Pause. This is wrong. No, that's wrong. Okay. Bro, I'm gonna kill this thing. Okay. We don't just need 4 rotors. We need 8. We need 8 rotors. And the reason why we need 8 rotors is to make our assemblers. Because the assemblers require... I want to make... How many of them I want to make? I want to make 2 of these running at 100% capacity. And to do that, we need 120 screws per minute, which this is creating. This would be creating 120. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go ahead and merge all of these, which I know sounds goofy, considering the fact that it's going to 2. But when I get the Mark II belts, it'll be way easy. It'll be way easier to what am I trying to say? Like when I get the Mark II belts, it'll be way easier to just bring them over on a single belt than to like split them up, I guess. Yeah, like this. And then I could just put a conveyor splitter right here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna rebuild this little thingy here. We'll just do it like this. So that will be piping our belts over. Wait, what? That'll be piping our... Just gonna make it a little bit aesthetic here. But yeah, that's gonna be piping over our screws. You could say our screws are even a little loose. But it's going to be bringing over our screws, and it'll split them, meaning we have 120 divided by 2 is 60, so 60 screws per minute on each side. And then we need to make 60 iron plates a minute. Now to do that is a little bit different from making these because it's actually more straightforward. We don't have to pipe that the output of like we're not. It's only one, so this should be easier. This should be easier. We're only doing one craft. And how much was it? Was it 60 or how much per minute? We need 60 per minute max for both of them. So we're gonna do a bit of math here. So that's 20. That's 40. And that's 60. So combined, this should be functional. I think this would look better if it was a curve. Not really, but whatever. Yeah, there we go. So these are all making iron plates, and then we're gonna run this into splitter. It's positioned here. But we're gonna do a cool little trick here. And that cool little trick I'm gonna do is actually gonna be that the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna put them on top of each other. Like that. You can make a curve. Oh, what the hell? I don't know. That does look kind of cool, but I'm just gonna keep this straight. There we go. So we can create a little one of these. What does the default look like? Straight. This is the straight. Actually, that looks better. I thought it would look goofy, but it actually kind of looks okay. So we'll do it like that. I don't know. I could do another. One more up. Using a little bit of verticality here. A little bit of hold on. Yeah, that works if we do a curve like that. It looked better with the other one, but I kind of like this one. This one looks nice. Yeah, there we go. So now I have some splitter action going on here. And we gotta get our trusty. Oh, I'm missing materials, of course. Oh, there's always never enough. How tragic. All I want to do is stream, be a millionaire, and have resources. But I can't even do that in today's economy. Change of the times, man. Change of the times. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in. Just so I can get them out of the way. Wahoo. Alright. We love FICSIT. FICSIT, please don't fire me. I promise I'm not a bad guy. I promise. I love FICSIT. I would never do anything to Damage the Fuck. I would never do anything to damage the reputation or anything like of that nature to fix it ever. I would never do that. How blasphemous. Right? Can't believe y'all would think I would do something like that. Hey yo, what is happening? Bro, what the hell? Now how does that work? Why is it blazing right there? Wahoo. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do it like that. Boom. And then we get our silly little conveyor belt. Throw that right there. And just like that, our factory should be completed. 10 thingies all at once. Sorry if I'm being a little less talkative today. I am very tired. And I should probably, honestly, it's pretty late already. I should probably hit the hay. But I'm just having too much fun building a factory here. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Bro, I don't even have the double containers. How cruel. How cruel is my life? There we go. I'll do... Nah, I won't do one more. That's fine. Yeah, we just do it like that. Okay. Let's get this connected up to some power. And then we can go ahead and... start actually making our things. Right. My power grid is gonna completely crash when I connect this, so I'm just gonna make a new grid. Because I don't want to crash. I don't want to crash my old one. How much is this making? 30? I need like 120 or something like that, so we're just gonna add another one here. Add another one here. What? That should be good to, that should be enough to, what's the word? Have this factory up and running. At least I hope so. I don't want to have a cringe factory that doesn't work. And everyone would be like, look at this loser. His cringe factory. And I'm like, no, bro. Get out. Give it some biofuel. Gulp. Just as I did that, my old grid shut down. How ironic. If I was just to plug this into the old one, this whole thing would have been fine. But whatever. What? Why am I getting bread? That's because they're not even connected up to power. Wait, that's really bad. Stop! Oh! 99% of gamblers quit it before they win it big. You don't know the statistics. I know the statistics. It's up and running. It's alive. The factory thrives. The factory thrives. Factory thrives. Ta-da! Okay, now we just have to wait. We can watch in real time. We can watch our iron plates be transformed into a new technology. A new technology that I really need. Wahoo. wonder if the YouTube bot is gonna do good. I had one of my YouTube bots go like, I wouldn't say viral. Let me look at it. Let me look at the YouTube channel right now. By the way, there's a YouTube channel. Rowersu _ is the YouTube channel. I upload all my VODs there. If you want to go watch some of the past VODs, go check it out. But anyways, I had like, yeah, like one of these VODs went like micro viral. I got 50 views. Hell yeah, 50 views. We have our first VOD, it has 2 views. Our second VOD has 50 or 49. And the next VOD after that has 1. Satisfactory is, I would say, more niche than Apex. It's not as action paced and all that jazz. Wait, did it make any? Oh yeah, we have one. So that right there is our first iron plate, or reinforced iron plate. Our first reinforced iron plate made entirely by our production line. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? Oh, that's right. Our old factory went offline and I wasn't paying attention. That's right. By the way, if you're playing Satisfactory and you want to move fast, just slide and jump. Like how I'm doing in this. Like you slide and then jump, kind of like halfway into the slide, and you just go flying. Oh my gosh, it's so useful. So useful. Seriously. Boom, boom. We're live again. Okay, now that we have a self-sufficient power grid, 2 self-sufficient power grids, I'm gonna go ahead and connect them together. That way, because right now we're using biomass burners, and the thing about biomass burners is that they don't produce energy at a constant rate. They produce as much power as is needed for the grid. So let's say that you have a max consumption of like 100 megawatts, and you have a max production of like, let's say 120. So all of your generators can make 120 megawatts, right? You're never gonna use 120 because your biomass burners will only produce as much as is needed. So if you have a consumption of like 60 megawatts, they're only ever gonna produce 60 megawatts. And because of that, they will burn the biofuel less efficiently. So you actually, or more efficiently, I guess. It'll burn it like slower is what I'm saying. So by adding on more biomass burners, you can diversify that power. And don't get me wrong, it will still use up the same amount of biofuel per, what is it, hour or whatever, or per minute. It'll still use up the same amount, but it won't be as goofy and wacky. See, we can see that our consumption our consumption, our max, we have our max consumption, and then the orange line is our consumption. You can't see the orange line, the consumption line, because it's overlaid by the production. Production is how much all the generators are creating. And they're creating more. Like, it's not creating any more power than it actually needs. So it's like perfect efficiency, I guess you could say. But the only problem is that it sucks as a power source. Because you have to collect it manually. Like this. You gotta collect all the leaves and then go craft that into biofuel, and yeah, really a mess. Would not recommend. Oh, 24 already. We are cooking. We are cooking. We need probably like what? 2 more minutes? 2 more minutes, we're gonna send off the logistic milestone, and that'll probably be the end of the stream for today. That's pretty good content, or at least lengthwise, because it's only what, it's only one milestone. One milestone, and it took me like what, an hour and a half? So imagine me trying to do like a bunch of them. Like a bunch of milestones. I could just do like a milestone a stream, and low-key it would take up the whole thing. Maybe not exactly one milestone, because you could probably find some easier ones to do that don't cost as much. But, you know, some of the more major ones, like, that are complex to build and that you can't really exactly get easily. Yeah, like, I mean, I could easily just take up my time on the stream. I don't know. I could do like a major stream. If I get more follows, maybe okay. I'm gonna be more confident when I get more follows. When I get more followers on the Twitch, we're gonna go ahead and do like a. I want to do like a really long stream. That'd be awesome. Do a long I want to do like an 8-hour stream or something. It's just Satisfactory content. I really love this game. I think it looks amazing. I think the name is perfect. Like, I don't know who came up with the name. Like, who was like, hey, we should make a game called this that is about this. Like, they did perfect on that. Satisfactory. Like, that is such an amazing, like, such an amazing name. How do they come up with that? It's literally like exactly what it is. It's satisfying factory. It's a satisfactory. It's like, it's perfect. It's actually probably the most perfect name that you could come up with for this game. Oh, I just want to go and get the blue slug. I'm too lazy to build up to it. I'm not trying to box the slug like I'm in Fortnite. I haven't even played Fortnite in like ages. Oh my god. The other night, it was actually last night, surprisingly. The other night, I was playing Satisfactory as well with my girlfriend and her brother. And all I wanted to do was hop on the world, right? But this is the console version, so it's not the same as how you would originally in the what's it called? It's not as easy. What the hell? Get out of here. I don't even get workplace safety. Workplace safety for this.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
awesome. Anyways, when I was trying to play Satisfactory last night, in order they're playing on PlayStation, and I'm playing on Xbox. What the hell?
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Alright, I will do that. But anyways, just because, what the? Oh, it's a lizard doggo. Lizard doggo. Don't run away from me. Alright, whatever. Loser. But anyways, just because they were playing on, PlayStation and I was playing on Xbox, we had to connect the world, like I had to connect to crossplay with them through Epic Games. Epic Games. So, yeah, so we had to do that. And, it was just like so lame because Epic Games doesn't have like a manager, like a friends list manager or anything, like an app or anything like that. So I literally had to go download like some random mobile app that is owned by Epic Games. I had to go download like this goofy ass 2D version of Rocket League on my phone. Sign into my Epic account from there. And then go like I don't even know. It's so goofy. Then after I did that, I could finally join the world. And it's like it spent all that time for what? For what? I was wasting my time. It was so dumb. It was pointless. For way better use of my time than that. It took an hour and a half. A whole entire hour and a half. Just for me to be like... I don't know. Just for me to play games with my friends. For a brand called Epic Games, they really don't want you to play games, it seems. But anyways, we finally have our 50, it's actually 80 because the leftover ones that I had from earlier. But our 50 reinforced iron plates that we're now just going to throw into the milestone manager. Let's go. Launch.
Milestone reached. FICSIT would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint FICSIT.
Not the list. What do you mean the list? I don't want to be on the list. I have no idea what the list is, but it doesn't sound good. Okay, anyways, after that, let's do some research. We can do some research. Do this one. Spitter.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Alright. Now we just have to get the hatcher. That's all we need. Bacon agaric.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
It looks like bacon. I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of does look like bacon.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
The pale berry.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
All right. Sounds like a fun time. Oh, we can unlock overclocking. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock overclocking right now, actually.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
All right. Well, that's that. Seems useful enough. I wonder what that could be used for. Let me guess. Overclocking? Wow. I'm just joshing around. I'm just joshing around, bro. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. But first, I just wanna, efficientize our little thingy here. This is all good and fine and dandy. This is not fine and dandy. This needs help ASAP. But there's not really anything I can do about it at this stage, so we're not going to worry about it. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. It's okay. The idea is that I'm supposed to be making X amount of. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. We're supposed to be making X amount of plates or whatever, but we don't have enough. There we go. Look at that. Look how fast they're moving. Yeah, we're supposed to be making more plates though. But unfortunately, we are not. What is happening here? Why is this not? What the hell? Stop. Hello? Where is that going? Why does it do that? Stop. Why do they seem like unnaturally spread out? That's so weird. Am I hallucinating or is this a real thing? I actually can't tell. Alright, whatever. It's probably fine. Probably, I don't know. Anyways, this right here is a problem. This is a problem because I don't have enough iron coming in. I don't have enough iron. There's nothing I can really do about it because I don't think I have the tech tree. I don't have a. I don't know what I have. Actually, let me go look. Yeah, okay. I was not tripping. I do not, in fact, have the things. Oh, also I need to build this space elevator. Awkward. That's the whole space elevator. We're gonna Oh, we could probably build this space elevator right now. If I'm being honest, we're probably fine and dandy in that department. We need 1,500 wire. Oh wait, iron as well. Three. What are we doing? Get to work. What are we doing? Our brains are empty. Okay. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Now we're trying to build the space elevator so I can get my cool stuff. Right now, we don't have any cool stuff. We only have lame, boring, useless stuff. Oh, where to put this stupid thing? Where to put this? Oh, I'm probably gonna use up all my concrete. Depending on how much I use, I'm probably gonna crash out. Bro, I always be pressing the wrong button, bro. Man, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Trust I'm going to bed after this game. Instant sleep. It'll be so peaceful. You have no idea. Because guess who's got an 8-hour shift tomorrow morning? This guy. That's right. That's right. It's me. I'm the Dragon Warrior. Trying to build this space elevator. I don't know. Keep scanning, I don't even need to. We're just gonna... put it right there. That's probably fine. Just move it a little bit. Ooh. Let's go. We did it. Whoa. What? Why it move like that?
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only FICSIT pioneers offer hope for survival. FICSIT is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let FICSIT down.
Aye, aye, fix it. I will not be letting anyone down. I will not be... Wait. How the fuck does it go? I'm not gonna give you up. I'm not gonna let you down. I won't run around or desert you. I'm never gonna make you cry or say goodbye or tell a lie and desert you. Don't worry, fix it. I will save the world. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's probably gonna end the stream for today. We've built the space elevator. We've made a bunch of silly little mechanical bits and bobs and all that. Now, our mission is gonna be to get some new phases going. Yeah, we gotta get some... So next time we're gonna be making those 50 plates. 50 plates to get the next milestone. So that's gonna conclude it for today. That's gonna conclude it for today. Gotta look in the mirror. There's nothing there. Oh, cool. Bro, they got the Minecraft beds in here, bro. Alright. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream. This VOD will be up on YouTube very shortly, as always, at Rorosu _ the same name. Yeah. Bye.